Welcome back to another episode of the only show I know that you can watch me ride around on 92 cubic inches of American muscle through some of the most beautiful places on God's green earth while we study the Word together. This is Wrenchin' and Riding TV. We're in the story of Noah's flood today, Genesis 8. Before we get started, I'm going to make a note of Methuselah's death in the year of the flood. So now we'll start at Genesis 8. And God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained, and the waters returned from off the earth continuously. And after the end of the 150 days, and the waters were abated. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. It's interesting that it refers to the windows of heaven and the raining stopping. Makes a good case for the firmament being broken there. And the waters decreased continually until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, were the tops of the mountains seen. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark which he had made, and he sent forth a raven, which went forth to and fro, until the waters were dried up from off the earth. Also he sent forth a dove from him, to see if the waters were abated from off the face of the ground. But the dove found no rest for the sole of her foot, and she returned unto him, unto the ark, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. And he put forth his hand, and took her, and pulled her unto him into the ark. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and again he sent forth the dove out of the ark. And the dove came in to him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth. And he stayed yet another 7 days, and set forth the dove, which returned not again unto him any more. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the 1st month and 1st day of the month, the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 70th day of the month, and the 20th day, on the 7 and 20th day of the month, was the earth dried. That's a lot of words to say the 27th day. And God spake unto Moses, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife, and thy sons wives with thee. And bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowls, and of cattle, and of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl whatsoever creepeth upon the earth, after their kind, went forth out of the ark. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. So that's why he told him to take 7 of all the clean animals and only 2 of all the dirty animals. So he comes out, makes this offering right away. It could be a sin offering. What does he say? Burnt offerings. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor, and the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living, as I have done, while the earth remaineth seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. And that's, I don't know if it's going to say it in here, but this is where the rainbow is a symbol of God's covenant. This is actually probably going to go into it here in 9. So, Genesis 9, the covenant with Noah. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hands they are delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meant for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with thy life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. So don't be cannibals, I believe. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it. And at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother, will I require the life of a man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. And you, be ye fruitful, and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. And God spake unto Noah, and to his sons with him, saying, And I, behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark, to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you, neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. And God said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you, and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature and of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become the flood to destroy all flesh. And the bow shall be in the clouds, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God hath said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. We're going to get into Canaan cursed, Shem blessed. Genesis, what are we at? 8, 9, and 18. 9 and 18. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. These are the 3 sons of Noah. And of them was the whole earth overspread. And Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. And he drank of the wine, and always was drunk, and was drunk. And he was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brethren without. And Shem and Joshaphat took a garment, and laid it upon their shoulders, and went backwards, and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backwards, and they saw that their father's nakedness. And they saw not their father's nakedness. Sorry about that. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew that his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan. Some people think that he, molested his dad or something while he was sleeping. Got kind of a weird situation there. So, cursed be Canaan. A servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. And that little bit there, as far as I know, has been used to put black people down, because that was, some people say that that's the curse, and that's why they were sold into slavery and stuff. If you research your history, black people own black people and stuff, and a lot of people have been slaves. I'm Irish. Irish were slaves. They were, not even as valuable as a black slave. So I'm running out of time here, but thank you for tuning in this week, and have a blessed day.